What's up, Professor? What's good? The game. This game is good. Good day, good time. Illilit, how goes it? Lower access and eagle limit. Access and eagle limit. Okay, I'm going to hide that because it's annoying. Okay. Let's try this way first. So let's see. What am I at? 25 insights to 84 deaths. Cannot guarantee that the ratio is going to get better. Hi, everybody. Playing Control. This is the Alan Wake DLC. Very interested. If you're familiar with Alan Wake at all, very interested in going in there. But I have access to these other two. So we're going to do those first. And see what we can find out. This has just really kind of become, in my mind, so much an investigation game, kind of like Outer Wilds or, well, really, like Alan Wake's kind of like that too. We've got a bunch of games that I think I'm kind of drawn to games like this. You have 8 tests in 5 days. I'd be stressed too. That's a lot. Hopefully they're not all equally stressful. Hopefully some of them are easier. What's up, Eric? I have a relaxing voice. Well, thank you. Oh, hi. What do we have going on here? Got a light. Oh, interesting. So, stuff's infected here, too. First, always investigate the bathroom. Oh. Let's see. Oh. It's so stinking clumsy. Like, I get it, but it's so clumsy that we have to, like, this is Control's version of a flashlight. Again, I understand. It's probably as good as anything, right? They don't want to introduce a brand new mechanic. Seized protection. What does that mean? Personal mods. Worst part of the game is managing all this garbage. So AWE stands for Altered World Event, which is basically how this bureau describes weird stuff happening. You know, paranatural, paranormal, unexplained, crazy stuff. So, this is Jesse. Jesse experienced a fantastic paranormal event, and I say fantastic in a big, extreme event in her hometown with her brother when she was young. And this bureau, it's called the Federal Bureau of Control, kind of like the Men in Black. They showed up, took her brother, she escaped. And so she spent her life troubled by that, and troubled by her kind of latent abilities. Eventually finds the Bureau, discovers that she and her brother were both considered candidates for being director. So she basically walked in the door and is granted being the director of this place, because throughout this this building, which is larger on the inside than on the outside, it's kind of one of those fantastical concepts, right? Kind of like House of Leaves, where it's always kind of twisting and growing, and sometimes things move around. This is their headquarters, and inside their headquarters they contain strange objects and artifacts, and she's able to bind to those, which give her these X-Men powers. That's kind of why she's allowed to be director. A lot of other complicated stuff that we won't get into. The bad guys in this game, like in Remedy games generally, are corrupted people, corrupted agents. They call them the Hiss in this game, but they're basically zombies. So that gives the excuse for there to be all these faceless, nameless, but endless hordes of enemies to fight. Because it's a shooter at the end of the day. I mean, it gives you lots of other options, but that's what's going on. In this case, the Alan Wake DLC is... Alan Wake is another game that Remedy made, and that's kind of what started me on the path. I played Alan Wake, which is a game about a writer who kind of accidentally influences the world. And hey, Construct. And Alan Wake 2 has recently come out, which I want to play, but on the pathway to that, I played sort of Alan Wake again here on stream, then played Quantum Break, and now Control. These are a series of Remedy's games, and this game actually has DLC that kind of ties into Alan Wake 2, which is what I'll play after. So this one, the darkness and things that are included are really more of like tropes of Alan Wake, the Alan Wake game, light sources and things like that. So this is kind of a fun combination of things. That was a quick explanation. You know, the main character, really, like, at its heart, this game is kind of like, you know, Men in Black meets, you know, she's kind of 11. Really more Fringe or X-Files, more so than Men in Black, I guess. See, burning away the darkness is a very Alan Wake thing to do. The darkness is bad. Alan Wake is effectively trapped in the darkness. There's a whole story there, but the cool part is that since in this game objects float around, that happens a lot in Alan Wake. The cool part is since these game universes are now kind of intertwined and Control is about investigating strange occurrences, what happened in Alan Wake is basically a case in the Control universe. It's basically something that they've investigated. Got a new mission. Find and interact with the arcade machine altered item. Well, not right now, but thank you. The Shum arcade cabinets, altered item 40. See, this is what the game is full of, and I think they do such a great job of really kind of providing all of this fun world building around these items. Like, this is effectively, you know, using a D&D language, this is like a cursed magic item. And they've studied it, and this is what they found out. So the containment procedure: a distance of 10 feet between the items suppresses their effect. Effect only triggers on physical contact. You can really almost hear some of this like sounds like the type of things you'd read in a magic item description. Items are a pair of arcade game cabinets originally designed for the games Shum and Shum 2, Kolger's Revenge. The games were manufactured by Bonko Entertainment, now out of business. Despite being a popular arcade game in Japan during the late 80s and early 90s, no other Shum cabinets have been found by our investigators. This is like clearly a riff on, what is that? There's like that classic sort of like urban legend about a video game system that nobody can find, but there are pictures of it, but nobody's ever seen it. When touching one of the items while it stands within 10 feet of its counterpart, the user's mind is transported to a version of their subjective reality that resembles a video game in logic and function. Events from their everyday lives become game-like sequences in which speed and efficiency are paramount. The brain enters a stroke-like state, as proven by EEG studies on users, which only ends after the user finishes their game, at which point they resume normal brain and motor function. So now we know when we track down this arcade cabinet, we're probably going to experience something like that. I appreciate that one of these flashlights is much more of an Allen Wake color grading. Okay, so we need a light there. We need a power source. Where did my light go? I feel like I'm gonna want that. Where did I drop it? I think the game might have swallowed up my light. Let's see if this one will have a better chance.
Shit.
Oh, did I destroy it? Okay. Challenge version of it then. Polybius, that's right. Thank you. Had you heard of that before? Did you go look it up? I feel like it's a common. Oh, I need light. Do you guys think that Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia in the logo? I feel like all of these things are connected somehow. I need to move this forward. Ah, there's controls. I saw a slightly convincing. Well, first of all, there's probably there are probably knockoffs that maybe did, and who knows? Was the world very knowledgeable about you know, cheap knockoffs of brands like that back then? Probably not. But also, if you turn the Fruit of the Loom logo upside down, it does kind of suggest a cornucopia behind it. But Berenstein Bears, that's the other big one. They did a pretty good job of basically reusing level layouts from earlier. So they did. It was purposeful that they got rid of or destroyed my flashlight, because that puzzle wouldn't work otherwise.
Damn it.
Okay, another one without a flashlight. Ooh, we found Hartman again. Good. Okay, Hartman. I like this. This bunch of destructible walls. It's fun. That's a fun change.
Don't get here to fight this thing.
I know. I need the light. Oops. And he it hurts real bad if he hits me. Oh, hey, a light. No, fire. Fire. Can't catch me, demon. You see him? Just stalking along there. Oopsie. Where's it go? Ain't that the question? Panels that I need to remove? No. Whoop. Where does it go? Guess I should have been paying attention. Where is the light box? No. Right there. Light. And then he runs off again. Ooh. What are we looking at here? Pure darkness. Hey, what is going on in here? We've got some light. Oh, we've got another turntable.
Try this one more time, and then we're done playing with you. Understand?
Jelly,
Where are you from?
jumbo grain, up and loose and heavy treat sandwich.
Jesus Christ, does anyone have any idea what this thing is saying?
Hotly, dirt arrange you.
Why are you here? What the hell do you want? Why'd you stow away on that ship?
School bearing boy. Eyes many cauterizing loops through and about. Wind and Windy Mitchell.
Did he just say Mitchell? Was there a Mitchell at NASA?
Toots.
You know what? Never mind. I can't do this anymore. Just send this thing to the guys in research. Let them cut it up or whatever they do. You hear that? They're gonna cut you up, you pain in the ass.
Spider time.
Okay. What was this AWE exactly? Need some light. So turning it will put the light where we need it, I think. Anything else to find? Holy cow, what even hit me? I think I accidentally placed myself like directly underneath one of those things that exploded. Not good. Not great. Wait. This. Alright, this time I'm gonna hang back and let this time delay. There we go. What's up, Capuchin? Come on. That's ridiculous. What's the point of a health bar if it's basically 2 hits every time? I tell you, what is even the point? Where were we? It's the bridge operation? Is that what I was trying to get into?
Like whatever force had a hold on Hartman isn't mixing well with his corruption. Blake did call him the third thing.
Okay, I'm just going to freestyle.
Oh, Langston.
My mother always said, never talk to strangers. Always. Never, never. Always, never, never. But isn't a stranger just someone you don't know? What if the only thing stopping a stranger from being a friend is that word? Stranger. Strange.
Oh, Langston.
Strange like the noises you hear at night when there is no light and you cannot fight. Strange like a rubber duck that follows you around and makes you drop your coffee every time that it quacks because the noise scares you. Then you have to clean up the coffee while the duck stares at you and continues to quack, 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 quack.
Wow. Wow. It's really something.
A chain letter. I remember these. Mom used to say they were evil.
Find a copy
Gotta do
machine
what it says. You know, just in case.
in the operations sensor.
There must be a photocopy.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find one.
Be around here.
Okay. Examination of Paranatural Entities, Dr. Emil Hartmann, shaded. Dr. Hartmann is the first Type 2 shaded individual to be examined alive by the Bureau and has proven a valuable asset for our understanding of A010, or A10, aka the Shadow. Like all shaded individuals, the specimen is constantly shielded by or produces a bonk of darkness that makes visual observation difficult. The bonk also protects the specimen from harm. During testing, non-lethal ballistics proved ineffective against it. The specimen uses words and phrases that seem to originate from its previous life as a therapist. Some phrases have even been identified as quotes from Dr. Hartmann's book, The Creator's Dilemma. This seems to indicate the host's personality remains bonk to some degree. For research purposes, Shaded Hartmann was relocated to the Cauldron Lake Lodge replica built for the bonk AWE investigation. What? Now I'm more excited for that room. Researchers hope a familiar setting may trigger new behavior. This experiment has yielded no results thus far. The Cauldron Lake Lodge replica? I get so excited.
Director Faden here. Send backup to my location.
Oh, gonna have a fight. Where the heck is the backup supposed to come from?
Nice to see a director out in the field.
How the hell did you get in there? Okay.
Surround him.
Surround who? Send in help, and by send in help I mean put help ahead of me. I will be the help. Well, yeah, I guess I'm dialing into the you know, the role that Langstrom provides us, you know, humanizing the Bureau in a way that I can appreciate. Is it his fault that we found his recording that he probably never meant to leave around? God, that guy creeped me the hell out. He was running up behind me. I forgot that I had somebody here helping me. is it? What do we got in here? What are we gonna do? Nothing? Oh, I thought there was a control. Oh, it was totally awful. Of course. Of course. All right, so this AWE that we're investigating, all that we know about it was the one. All that I think I know about it was the one person who was interviewed about it was babbling. Oh, that's not, how did you do that, dude? All right, so this guy's got powers too. That's the only answer. He doesn't use them during a fight, but he absolutely has them. Okay, so we've got an elevator there. So where the heck was that other direction? Got some fungus. Okay, so I'm gonna take care of this right now. No problem. That might be it for in here. What am I talking about? Of course it's not it. Nope. There it. Oh, this probably means a fight. Hey, what's that? Well, they said ship. I guess I assumed it was like a... Oh, was it... This is actually from Maro? Is this a shuttle? This looks like a little shuttle. What? Who said that? Oh, I said that because, of course he said it. A paranatural entity arrived on Earth by infiltrating the Apollo 14 lunar mission at an unknown point of their voyage to the Framaro Highlands of the Moon. 32 hours after the return of the Apollo 14 command module to Earth, the Bureau was contacted by Mr. Blank, a White House senior official, and instructed to send a small team to the Johnson Space Center in Houston. At the base, the team examined the entity and carried out interviews with NASA staff. They learned that 4 astronauts had returned to Earth instead of the expected 3. Each human crew member was insistent that the mission left with 4 members, though they couldn't name the 4th when asked. The entity seemingly affected their memory to make its presence feel unremarkable. Love it. The entity was transported to the oldest house for further investigation. An altercation between NASA security and the investigation team occurred upon their arrival. Mr. Bonk called to clarify the matter, though tensions remained high. Bureau jurisdiction and clearance should be defined more clearly with other federal agencies. This is in 1971. Okay, so that's the context for this. Now we need light. I like his little laugh. Details. The Apollo 14 entity, commonly known as FRA, underwent a series of physical examinations upon its admittance into the oldest house. The entity can speak, though its poor grasp of the English language makes any meaningful communication impossible. Interview material can be found at Bonk. Its physical form consists solely of the extravehicular mobility unit, spacesuit used by NASA astronauts, the same model worn by the other crew. This could be an authentic EMU taken from one of the NASA astronauts, though this suit does not bear any wearer's name, or one materialized through Bonk conversion or possibly Bonk corporealization. The suit itself is slightly damaged, which is likely due to the fact that this command module did not have a fourth seat for the entity to strap into during re-entry. The EMU is entirely hollow and pieces can be removed, though this seems to agitate the entity. X-rays and spectrograph imaging have shown bonk-shaped outlines existing within the suit. For safety reasons, the entity will be contained in a secure cell until more information can be gathered. Yikes. So those are the cells. Now where? Ah, I need a light. How do I do that? Is there a light in here? Yeah, makes sense. If there had been a light, I would have grabbed it. Ooh. Damn it. Ow. Oh, hey, let's take it. Nothing weird about that. Totally normal. If I can get... get me in here. I think he's too big to be in here. Oh look, I can read stuff in here? Nope. Don't know what that is. He's floating. He's floating, he's trying. Uh-oh. It's not so good. I'm just gonna have to zip around and look. Ouch. How did I miss that? Can't even see what that did. Can't leave. That light in the center. No, it's light right. Oh. Okay. 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 Well, at least I know the whole layout of the room now. Just go piece by piece. Jerk. Ooh. Let's get some light. Let's get some light in here. I need one more. Shoot, I don't know where one more is. Is that one more? Oh, hey. Hey, Mr. Hartman, what's this do? Cool. Oh.
There. One less place for him to hide.
Gerbil took the top head? What? Speak with the voice on the cell intercom. In investigations. I certainly will. With a mission name like that, how can I not? In investigate, somewhere in here. I don't know where. Did I want to come back this way? So I guess I'm effectively like driving him out. Service ducts. So active investigate. Oh. Quick upgrade. Actually, do I want to? Is there something I need to upgrade? Seize. Ground slam? Sure. Seems like something I'll use a lot. Can I upgrade? Weapons? What? Construct surge. Adhesive munitions that detonate when manually triggered or if they're... Well, that sounds cool. Can I make that? Hey, Mountain Cat. You know, I'm honestly really torn about that because I might move it to this weekend only so that I can completely wrap this game. Obviously, I've gone a few streams past the weekend that I normally like to try to play in complete games because there's so much to dig into in this one, so I may move it. But it will happen. It will happen. What, really? That's like a one-way fall? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Why would that be how that works? It's so irritating. So I have to go back all the way around? Service ducts. Ugh. I don't think I can get back up there anyway. I guess it's probably not that far, but... You got some new minis? Nice. What are the mini... What's in them? Down from there. Okay. NPCs. Cool. Are you planning to paint them up? Such an annoying trek. All to get. Okay, made it. Oh, damn, there's fast travel. You know, sometimes brain no work, you know? Ain't that a bummer? Who's here? I think it's done pretty well. I'm liking it, yeah.
Yes, hello? Yes, me? Worry who? See the seat.
Hello?
Hello. Read about us today. Long roads and no hardly. You are Bygone?
Sure. Why are you locked up in here?
Casual turning. Back and front. And Gerbil took the top head. Not being pressed for that. Lady going and loosing back for eye?
Sorry, I think I'm misunderstanding you. What do you want?
The head? The head for tales? For reading news, jars, words, and tumble. The reading head.
Okay, take it easy. I'll take a look. So maybe it wants something to read. Or a jar. Let's just see what we can find.
Jesse's so helpful, just no questions asked.
This could be what it wants. Let's give it a shot.
Let's.
No, jars. A head. Scotch and peppers? Head.
Okay, that's not right. Let's try something else. Maybe it'll like this.
Maybe.
Head. A-S-B-E. Head.
Nope. Let's keep trying.
probably like one item per location. Things to pick up. It's got to be in here. It's gonna make me run all over the place. Doesn't make any sense. Speed. Oh yeah, I'm definitely in the right. But thank you for confirming. And
Maybe this will do the trick?
thought it was like one thing per.
Rusa, you ping pong ahead.
Guess
Nah.
that wasn't it either, huh?
Rusa, you ping pong. That is fun. That is a
This
head.
might do it. Maybe.
Lady, you are school and dirt for losing.
Keep that up and I won't help you anymore.
What else can I find?
Let's see if this will do it. I'm ready to be done with this.
Oh, Jesse, that's not the spirit.
Hurry, clocks, lady. The head. No snacks. Head is top of all up and down. At the top.
Sector
The
head
top
office.
Wait, does this thing actually mean head? Head is in a body's head?
I think so.
How the hell am I gonna find that?
I need to go to the sector head
How did I
office.
lose it?
Which I haven't discovered yet, I think. Sector head office. Oh, no, I have. Okay, I can teleport straight there. Don't worry, I know what he wants. He wants a head. And I'm gonna give him one. Sector head office. Wait. What the heck is it called? Sealed fire break. Regarding Incident A49, the purpose of Internal Investigations X0397 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI1 that resulted in the deaths of Bonk agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment the 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspected human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the bonk of bonk, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive bonk. Cross-referencing that date with various logs, found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed, and 2, an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Bonk entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Was it unrelated? Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Bonk's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the Bonk investigation is ongoing. Sometimes these guys don't feel much like investigators. Sometimes. Okay. Looking for a head. Am I looking for a head? Find the head. What could be the head? Oh. Hey, look, it's a head.
A helmet. For a head. Is that what the prisoner meant?
Whoa.
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Blowing my mind here.
chicken station. Far tastier. Press any button?
So the helmet is what you're after, huh?
Tubes. Smoking grape. Pure grapes. Hail a lady.
Oh boy.
You're welcome, I guess. Did Kirkland lock you up in here?
Chief Trouble? Yes. Teddy's long around. But holdout's unhappiest. Can gather for goldfishes. No wrinkle.
Okay. Well, sounds like you're doing fine in there now. Just make sure you don't go anywhere.
Jelly.
At least we helped this guy. I
Okay.
think. Best we leave it locked up, though. We have no idea what it is, and we don't need any more problems out here.
Okay. Now we will jump over to right there. I think right there is where I want to be. Easier from here. Why wait for an elevator? And by that I mean totally fine to wait for an elevator.
It's just nice to have someone to talk to, you
Oh,
know?
good, Langston.
Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm
True.
crazy for wanting to work with altered items.
Nah,
People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know?
you get them.
I
You
don't want to
understand them.
brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't
Still,
Totally.
I don't know
Right.
You quiet construct. Alright. Why does it keep switching? I swear I got it to work yesterday. It's just this one stupid thing I have to toggle and then it just like will work. Don't understand. Alright. So what's with the Eagle? Eagle Limited.
Hey, you're back. So anyway, still, I don't know why people are making it so personal. I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not
Hey,
true.
Red.
Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race and we're all trying to be number one. It is, I'd say, but that relationship.
Who is left? Music plays. That means somebody else. Okay, so we've got another one of these turntables. And I came in over there, so... What do we got? Get. Nice.
Director Faden here. Send backup to my location.
Somehow impossibly sent him through the door I'm about to go through that he couldn't be at. Yes, thank you. So stupid.
Are here.
It's so dumb. I wonder if they, like... Yeah, this seems like so silly and it must be intentional. Okay. Good to go. Now what? Got my teleporting friend with me. So I can do anything. Send him between some of these walls. Okay. Going up. Not like that. Going up. Utility corridor. Got a light. Hello, Shadow.
All right, Ati. Was this what you had in mind?
To the good-for-nothings at the security check. I know you took a part of my brain when you put me through that metal detector. I'm not stupid. I know what they're really for. What I don't know is whether taking a part of my brain causes me to lose my memories or to lose sleep. I've been told if you lose sleep, you lose everything else too. That's where you trick us regular people. Now I don't know which it is, and I can't remember what you did to me. But I can tell you all this much. I don't find this funny at all. I want my memories back. You can be sure the next time I visit the Baltimore-Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport, I will come and find you and make you fix what you broke. Sincerely, I don't think I will be signing this with my real name. Like I said, I'm not stupid. You can just mind your own business. Move this letter along before he gets you. Oh no, the spooky man letter has found you. The spooky man curse is coming to you. To miss the curse, you must mail this letter to people. If you don't, the curse will get you. The more letters you mail, the better off you will be. Sally in Houston did not send the letter, and the spooky man ate her cat. Terrence in Greenstone did not send the letter, and the spooky man gave him acne. Kyle did not send the letter, and now his wife eats dinner alone. Linda did send more letters, 30 letters in total so far, and look at her now. She owns 3 cars. She has all her fingers. She speaks Italian. You need to mail this letter. You better mail this letter. Don't let the spooky man come. He'll take your cat. Go find your stamps. Hurry. I don't know, guys. We better mail it. Seems pretty important that we do that. Oh, Alan Wake could only dream of having 2 flashlights. With the power of 2 flashlights. Still takes the same amount of time to destroy the shadow, so I'm doing like Audie's work now. How did he sneak into this? How does he even know about any of this? I guess it's in his house, so he is the janitor after all. Come on, Shadow. Come on, Shadow. Hey, we're lucky. It was either oh my god. Oh, we're so set. Imagine if they hadn't had Duracell or Energizer or whatever. See how it's a terrible sponsorship because I can't even remember which battery company it was. Was it Energizer? Whatever it was. Imagine if they didn't have that, and they're like, I don't know, shouldn't we make it like a hand crank type of like it should probably be the type that he could keep like restarting it. And then we would have some like awful little mini game to like get the flashlight going again. all three? Never mind. Alan Wake's are so much more durable. He had the same flashlight for the whole game. That's not true. He swapped them out a couple times. But, you know. AC systems? Oh, we got a folder in here. Even better. The robust director shoves the nerd-like scientist aside and heads for the portal control panel. He slams the on button with a determined fist. Director, all the more reason. The entire screen is filled with dangerous red. Then it fades away and we see that the two men are in another dimension. The air ripples around them as if they were a 1983 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am sitting in the Texas sun after a 5-day road trip. Interior unknown dimension, night. Scientist, what have you done? You've doomed us. Director, control yourself, doctor. What's this beast of yours? Scientist, right there, sir. A horrible, shapeless, shifting entity fills the horizon. It can't be described. That's how horrible it is. Director, what a thing of beauty you've been keeping from me.
No AC, no mold spore circulation. But it might get a bit stuck.
Garbage. What are you rating Night Springs now? Hey, for all we know, that wasn't even an episode that Alan wrote. I think he only did a couple. Didn't really sound like Alan anyway. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Oh man. Hold on. What are we trying to do?
Christ. Did the Hartman thing do all of this?
Do all of what? Just like mess up the, yeah. Okay, so for that. When did it open? What did it do? Okay, so it's two. It's that one, and it's also this one. That's a fun idea for a puzzle. Simple little thing where you got to read the environment. What do I want? Well, I guess I should start with what do I want open, rather than mapping them all. And here also, oh, 4. I can't do 4. That's too many. I can do 3. shield kill. Okay. Now, in order to open... See you, Construct. Catch you later. Good luck with your sketty. Ah. Well, I'm torn because I want to keep schedule, but I also I want to knock this game out. I want to be done. Like I enjoy it, but I also want to move on. And if I can do that tonight, so I might move every mini to tomorrow night. I'll have to consult with my, producers, and my boss, and stuff like that. But I think I can make that work.
Reminder. The law of 3 also applies to all faucets within the oldest house.
What?
Be mindful and don't cause any aquatic misconduct.
The law
Thank
of
you
3
for your
is
attention.
turning it off and on and off again? It has, yeah. And it's something I'm going to have to be a lot more cautious of, especially with these games that are going to trend longer and that I'm going to want to dive deeper into and not just beat quickly and then move on. Yeah, it's basically so far it's been Outer Wilds and this that comprises about half of my streams of this type. So it's true, but it also means that if I can guess that a little bit, then I can prepare better. Not that I'm complaining. It's been a joy, and that's okay too. Eagle Limited AWE. Oh, was this the train
Lots
car?
of dark corners to hide in.
Tons of darkness. Ugh.
Okay, let's get the lights on and clear him out.
Uh-oh. Just moving with the light. What do you do? Nice. Uh-oh. Off you go to Bright Falls, the only other place you could go. Wow, through the... It's
Where's it
powerful.
running off to now?
Only one place. Only one place left.
All aboard?
Investigate the train. Yes. Oh. Connect with the train. Hello, train.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for Chicago. Please have your tickets ready and enjoy the ride.
Good evening, all you fine-looking folks. Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds and please your ears as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll right on in.
Next stops, Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. That's Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. Tickets, please. Tickets.
Oh my God, fire! Fire!
Everyone, stay in your seat. In your seat. Nothing to disturb. Sit down. Everyone, hold on.
Guessing that the order matters.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for Chicago. Please have your tickets ready and enjoy the ride.
Next stops, Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. That's Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. Tickets, please. Tickets.
Good evening, all you fine-looking folks. Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds and please your ears as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll right on in.
Everyone, stay in your seat. In your seat. Nothing to disturb. Sit down. Everyone, hold on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Eagle Limited bound for Chicago. Please have your tickets ready and enjoy the ride.
Next stops, Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. That's Alton, Carlinville, and Springfield. Tickets, please. Tickets.
Good evening, all you fine-looking folks. Here's some smooth tunes to ease your minds and please your ears as we wait for that delicious dinner to roll right on in.
Oh my God, fire! Fire! Everyone, stay in your seat. In your seat. Nothing to disturb. Sit down. Everyone, hold on. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a ticket?
You had a pretty dark ride, huh? But I hope you're done replaying it now.
Bureau has gathered concrete evidence that the train derailment was in fact the work of the paracriminal group known as Bonk, which according to the Bureau's intel has shown a concerning interest in experimenting with the artificial manufacturing of altered materials. Knowing the group largely operates in the American Midwest, the Bureau worked alongside the FBI to ascertain their movements and rendezvous locations. This cooperation provided agents with information that led to an arrest in conjunction with the AWE case. Under suspicion of involvement, Bonk was brought in for questioning. An interrogation performed by Agent Bonk resulted in the suspect being kept in a holding cell for 2 days without food in breach of the Paracriminal Rights Act. Afterwards, the suspect confessed to his involvement in the Bonk group and provided information on other members in exchange for his freedom. The Eagle Limited Train Car, Altered Item 78. The item's altered effect can be avoided by simply not entering it. Proper signage and barriers should provide sufficient containment. This item is currently held in the Investigation Sector's AWE West hangar for ongoing investigations. The item's exterior is that of a standard C710 Vista Dome train car, the largest known altered item on record. Its interior seems to be an adjacent reality related to a trauma or memory belonging to a bonk and not the physical item's own history. Causation for this link is still to be determined, but possibilities include the outside interference possibly responsible for the item's altered state or trauma imprinting via shared memory states. The item was discovered when the Bureau responded to a suspected crime scene in Bloomington, Illinois. The item was identified as an altered item and transported to the Bureau for examination and testing. Enemy capture report regarding shaded specimen A10, formerly Dr. Emil Hartman. An alert from the Bonk Washington monitoring station indicated minor Bonk activity occurring in the area. Agent Estevez was dispatched to investigate. Inside the Bonk Lodge, she discovered the facility's former owner, Dr. Emil Hartman. He had been converted into a shaded individual, per definitions found in File 634-1923, and displayed violent behavior characteristic of its type. Agent Estevez alerted the on-site research team to the specimen's presence, and with some difficulty, it was successfully contained in a Blackrock cell. The cell and its inhabitant were transported safely back to HQ, where the specimen remains detained in the Bonk sector as part of the Bonk AWE investigation. Once the investigation is closed, research teams have petitioned to relocate the specimen to their sector for study. Not that you can really trust any item in any part of this crazy bureau. Wait. How do I have light? Where's that coming from? That's weird. Hey, Stu, did you hear about Fisher? Got himself in trouble in the motel. Why the hell does anyone volunteer to stake out that place? Gives me the creeps. But hey, at least he came back, if you can call it that. Saw some of the footage they pulled out of there with him. Tom down in evidence processing showed me. Crazy stuff. Fisher had the camera pointed at himself half the time. I'm guessing he went nuts on day one. He did catch something, though. Got one of those fiber optic cameras under the door of the room he was hiding in, and recorded something out in the hall. Looked like a shadow, maybe human. Tom tried to get the quality up, but it's still blurry as fuck. Just reaffirms my position. Stay the fuck out of the motel. Anyway, out for some shoom later? Lisa got up to an hour and 38 minutes yesterday. New record to beat. See ya, Dave. I feel like I've played enough of Control and their pattern, or to identify the pattern. Like they have, and I think there's a way to sort of transplant it into sort of an outline that we could use for ourselves. Because I really like this method overall, to the extent that I'm understanding it and imagining it. I'm loving this process of communicating, identifying, embedding items in the world, and then sort of amping them up, talking them up. So they have, obviously, the item is somewhere in the world that's like designated for it. I think that's important. It feels like there's a place where it's on display, or there's a place where it is that it doesn't belong, but the point is it's established somewhere. Then there's a case file on it, right, that identifies it, and things are redacted, but it gives like the most information. And sometimes you don't get that until after you interact with it, which has parallels to magic items for us. And then there's people talking about it, and there's incident reports attached to it, which for us, it's like, okay, so somebody somewhere has been affected by it. People talk about it. Like there's kind of this, it'd be interesting to take one of these AWEs or one of these altered items specifically and sort of create a web of like, okay, for every item they've created, for every item in this game that they've created, there's a set of like 5 or 6 or 7 or however many things. And to some extent, probably it's flexible based on like whatever ideas they have. And then they interconnect them, and it becomes like this whole set of items that are interconnected and make everything feel super lived in and real. Makes me want to make magic items using the same formula. Hint, hint. We may just do that. Oh, hey, light. My kingdom for a light.
We need to get those lights on.
Yeah, we do. How about this? Does this do lights? No, it would if it could. Goodbye. So many. Have to take some hits, I think. Oh no. Okay. No, Bureau, I'm busy. Leave me alone. Talk about an inconvenient time to have these everywhere. Who, where? Up there? Oh. Trying to see if I can release these things first. Because once I take it, it's sort of the sort of it. Looks like we're just gonna figure it out. Okay. Can't do anything yet. Is this my only option? This is gonna be the last one. Okay. This one's gonna be nasty. Actually, can I? Get up there.
Where's the switch?
I know exactly where the switch is. Get the hell out of here. How does that go? What's the next step exactly? The third thing. Return to active investigations. Let's see. Can do. Doesn't let you jump in the elevator.
Director, ma'am, great timing. Hartman just came through here. God, he was hideous. He tore the security door into the Bright Falls AWE site wide open. He was so ugly.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I got a good look at him, and Christ, he does not look like he...
Come on, game. Give me the proper... Let me see the sign the right
He
way.
used to. The hiss must have messed him up or something. He looks like a bar rag that's been twisted by the world's strongest men. Or a monster from some 80s horror movie. You know, back when it was all practical effects? Ugh, nasty.
Real
Did you say
professional,
something?
Winston.
Remember, I can't hear you. Never mind, just go after Hartman. Oh, so disgusting.
And going into the Bright Falls AWE and going after Hartman is what we'll do here in a few hours on stream number 2 this evening. And I think it will wrap up the time with Control. I've got a few missions to finish, and obviously the big story here, and then probably just a little bit of cleanup in the main game. And then we'll be done. So sad, but so exciting, because I can't wait to see what I think is in there, which is, yeah, some cool Alan Wake stuff. So we'll do that tonight. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and see you guys pretty soon.